Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, all you cool cats and kittens. Carol Baskins here on opening day. This is my little kitten. And yes, I did kill my husband. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Of course, I wouldn't be Carol Baskins if I didn't have my Joe Exotic. Good morning, fellas.
What's up, Terry?
Looking good today, pal.
I'm doing good, man. This bitch. That's what I'm going to refer you as the whole show, by the way, just so you know. I have to play my character. You are that bitch, Carol Baskins, for the rest of the show.
Okay, and I don't have to play the character, but I will say this. I know we're not supposed to compliment people, but this is the best that Carol Baskins has ever looked.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, God. What are we doing here?
She's almost beautiful.
Almost beautiful. I mean, it's a lot of work to get Carol Baskins to look beautiful. But, Terry, would you ever feed your wife to an animal? Is that a thing? Is that normal
I've
in
never
your
even
culture?
thought about that. No.
Have you ever considered it?
No.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, if you don't like her, yes.
I mean,
But
like, what kind of evidence could you put on somebody? Like, if I just fed fish to a tiger.
you know what you
What
could
if
do?
he accidentally fell in the zoo thing?
I think you have a
We're
better
not getting
shot.
on the Harambe thing again.
Listen, that was BS. I'm just saying, the family that let their kid fall into that Harambe pit, I think what they should do, this is a long story, Terry, but what I think is Harambe had a kid.
Okay.
And if you remember, obviously, the family of that child or the parents of the child, they were never given any punishment, which I believe is BS because they had to put down a goddamn gorilla.
Sure.
But whatever, I let it go. And after all these years, this kid's a lot older now. So what I'm thinking is we take that big-ass gorilla now, and we drop him off at the front door of those parents.
Let's do it.
Let him go to work.
I know you're supposed to be the Tiger King, and you look exactly like him, but with the black beard and the blonde hair, you're giving me a little Hollywood Hulk Hogan vibe.
I don't know what the hell I am today. By the way, this is not the outfit.
No, it's not.
This is Plan B because Amazon sucks, and they didn't get everything delivered in time. So here we are, Terry.
Maybe you're supposed to order on time.
I did. I ordered it on Tuesday.
Amazon Prime. It's supposed to be one day
It's one day.
shipping.
Wednesday. I already took it to
Dude,
Wednesday.
you never trust one-day
Oh,
delivery.
please.
Come on.
Please.
Mine worked.
I ordered it Tuesday. Should have been here by Thursday at the latest.
My wig and my cat suit got here. So.
Well, I think
stupid
the
wig.
whole world is
Some of us are
teaming
better
up
than the
to
others.
piss this man off.
This wig keeps getting in my mouth. I'm about to die. Anyways, let's get the show started. We're live at the Brass Rail all
It's
day.
opening day.
The morning show, 8 to 10. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're tuning in right now.
Right.
11 to 1, Big D Energy at the Music Hall and back at the Brass Rail in the exact seats that we're in, Terry. Braylon Edwards, Ryan Armani, Tom Azaway in the bottom line.
Oh, we got Braylon in the chat already.
Oh, you know what? They'll
Ooh.
probably that show's going to be a little bit sad today
Why?
because Michigan lost in the semifinals in hockey. So they'll
Do you think they care about Michigan hockey?
they'll pretend that they do.
Yeah, there you go.
But
That's
they'll
the word.
cry, and I'm sure there was
Michigan's
some bad
used to losing in
call.
the semifinals anyways. So, Terry,
Maybe
Chicago.
if they had the right quarterback, they could have.
I'm telling you. We'll get to that at 9 o'clock. We got a lot for you guys today. Obviously, the Tigers are playing. We got Tiger Woods back in the Masters.
Yeah.
First time professionally playing in 17 months. Terry, he looked really damn good. We got a whole show, the whole J.J. McCarthy thing. We got to revisit it. I'm sorry, Terry. You pissed me off yesterday.
Good.
So we do need to revisit it.
All right.
But let's just get the show started. The Tigers open up against the Chicago White Sox. Now, if you're not aware, the Chicago White Sox are the favorites to win the AL Central. The Detroit Tigers are projected to finish last. Or second to last, excuse me. Second to last.
No, I thought they were predicted to finish
74 and 88.
Oh, you know what? There's so many sites.
It depends which side. There was one site that had them finishing second, but, why focus on the positive when you focus on the negative?
That's the Terry Foster site.
Yeah?
Second in the Central Division.
I think Central, to be honest with you, I think second is very realistic. I don't see them being a second-place team that's 78 and 84 or 81 and 81. I see them winning 84, 85 games, Terry. I think they're well over the 76, 77 and a half, depends where you bet it. in terms of their over-under win total. But today, they got the White Sox. I'm excited to get to see, let's be honest, Spencer Torkelson is probably going to be the talk of the town for a little bit.
No, he will be.
Miggy's approaching 3,000, but you're going to be able to see a ton of young bats, some young arms. I think they've addressed the bullpen to an extent. I don't think it's anywhere near perfect. I don't think it needs to be. Terry, I'm excited for the Detroit Tigers. I'm hoping they come out today and start the season off with a win. And to be honest, anytime you can beat the Chicago White Sox, it's a good feeling because you just want to throw them up, some of these. Nobody likes the city of Chicago anyways. It's a good city, don't get me wrong, but
they don't like us either.
They don't even like their own teams. Look at them.
I know.
It's a disaster. So, Terry, I'm excited for the game today. I don't know what your plans are for the rest of the day after the show, but I'm going to be watching that game.
I will watch the game. I don't know where. It's going to be in different spots, and maybe I might end up at Comerica Park. But this is the first time that I've thought about the Detroit Tigers, and I thought about, you know what, I'm going to watch some games with some anticipation, watching some games with some expectations. So anticipation, expectations. So this is the first time because the last few years, the only time I went to Comerica Park is if I just wanted to hang out, have a sunny day.
It's going to keep undressing.
Didn't give a damn what was happening. Oh, you got a sweater underneath your shirt. Impressive.
Yeah.
I told you to unbutton more buttons.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Woman?
You got to button your shirt up when they bring the pizza out because of health code. You can't be looking this sexy when the pizza comes out, brother.
Man, pizza. What's the earliest you've ever had, honest to God, a real pizza?
Oh, I eat cold pizza all the time in the morning. It's the best breakfast.
Huh?
It's the breakfast of champions.
I'm not talking about a cold pizza. I'm saying what's the earliest time you've ever ordered a real pizza?
Well, whenever it opens. So, 10 a.m.
The earliest I've ordered a pizza and ate it, probably 1 p.m.
Seriously?
Yes. But, if you talk about the cold pizza, I've had that as early as 10 o'clock.
It's for you, Terry.
Oh, I'll eat
my
pizza
Lord.
at all hours of the day.
Pizza's always good, to be honest.
Let me take that back because some places have a breakfast
What the hell
pizza.
is going on here?
They're moving my stuff because I moved in.
Brought so much stuff, man. How long are you planning on being downtown? Yeah, some lucky guys.
I have to have my overnight bag just in case. What if I pass out on the street?
It looks like some lucky guy is going to spend the night with her tonight. Jeez, old Pete.
Shit's going down today at the Brass Rail. I'm excited.
Listen.
Ooh. Well,
and at the No-Tell Motel.
I also had to bring Adham options for his outfit today. I just wanted to make sure.
She is the savior of the day, to be fair.
That he
because
looked
Amazon
good,
sucks.
felt good, look good,
What do
feel
you guys
good,
think?
feel
Huh?
good.
Too
I don't
much,
know.
or should I button up? Maddie?
No.
No button up?
No button up.
Hell yeah.
It's so
Terry,
breezy.
you like the fit?
You're starting to look like a wino
The best
now.
part is that it's breezy, so your shirt's waving.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, well, I'm going to try to get on track here. Terry, my question to you is expectations, opening day, just for the weekend. Forget so much the series and the outcome. What are you looking to see out of some of the young arms? Casey Mize, Tarek Skubal. What are you looking to see out of Miggy? Every year they tell us he's in the best shape of his life.
They didn't do that this year.
They didn't, and to be honest, he actually does look in pretty good shape. I'm not going to say in the best shape of his life.
Don't say it.
But he does look in pretty good shape. I'm hoping he can get to the 13 hits sooner than later. Those are the three things I'm looking at. The young arms, the young bats, and obviously tracking Miggy hitting 3,000.
Yeah, obviously we want to see that. But I'm also looking at a team. I'm looking for them to hover around 500 for as long as possible and maybe get over that mark. So normally I'm looking for young arms. Normally I look at Miggy, but I'm looking for victories this year. Maybe not White Sox victories, not enough, to compete with them. But I'm looking for a team that's going to compete and win. And the guy that I was most eager to look out for is not going to be in the lineup today, and that is Riley Green. I just have I had a sneaking suspicion about him that he was going to start out fast and show something, but with the broken foot, obviously that's not going to happen. So my season's already ruined.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to see Riley Green.
He'll be back in a few months.
I know, but I want to see him today.
Wow, you're going to let one day ruin your season?
This guy.
I'm spoiled. I'm used to getting what I want.
All I know is we have high expectations for this team. Not a lot of people do, clearly, because they were predicting, 77 wins or 74 wins?
74 to 78.
However, I think this weekend will be a good testament because the White Sox are probably the best.
They're not. They are, but they're not. I refuse to.
But what I'm saying is it'll be a good testament to see what we're actually looking at.
It's opening day. Anything can happen. I mean, we've seen the Tigers start off 9-24. We've seen them start off 20-8. And then not make the playoffs. So you never know. Look, every season's a new season. Again, Terry, it's the young arms for me. Obviously, Spencer Torkelson, everybody's going to want to look at the former number 1 overall pick. Mm-hmm. What's he going to look like in his first major league game? But at the end of the day, there's young bats to look forward to. Bottom
line, how are you going to win? You're going to win with pitching and defense.
Of course. And I think that's the makeup of this team.
Right. And, we talk about Torkelson and Miggy. Hitters getting the slumps. Young guys, there's going to be some point where Green and Torkelson are going to come up to the plate and say, what the hell am I doing here? So the only way you get through those slumps is, A, you limit them to a few games and not a week or a month or something like that, and then you win with pitching and defense. So, yeah, the young arms, Mize, Skubal, I mean, that's what's going to win it for the Tigers if they win.
And you brought up young bats, right? So Torkelson, for example, getting into those slumps. He's going to have a large array of experienced hitters, some of the best hitters we've seen. Obviously, Miguel Cabrera will take up, I would say, more of a mentor role in terms of taking Torkelson by the arm and saying, hey, bud, this is how you get around to it. When you're in a slump, don't overthink it. Go up there, do your normal cadence, figure out what pitch you're looking for, and just go for it. But, yeah, I'm feeling good about the Tigers, Terry. A ton of young arms, ton of young bats. Javier Baez at shortstop. I still don't understand how they're, 76, 77 win team last year. They add Javier Baez. They've traded for Austin Meadows. They have 2 young bats coming up, even though Riley Green is hurt. And the starting pitching staff is a lot better, and it's more experienced now. And they're supposed to lose 3 more games this year, Terry. Somebody's taking a pipe and smoking it for a long time.
Yeah. I always try to figure out what are the pundits that we respect so much are looking at. And maybe they're looking at the White Sox, Twins, and maybe the Royals are better. So maybe they're thinking these teams are going to swap wins and losses. But I think the wild card that they don't play into this is A.J. Hinch. How is he going to maneuver this team this year? He's going to come up with some creative stuff that we're going to like, damn.
Can we come to the conclusion, though, that I don't need to worry about what he's going to do or how he's going to do it? Mm-hmm. All I know is he's going to figure it out.
It'll work.
And it will work. And it will work because it is A.J. Hinch.
Right.
I love it, man. I love it. But you know what I love more, Terry? I love Planet Fitness. When you don't get a chest like this, all right? Sitting your ass at home looking like a goddamn hungry hippo. So my advice to you is go to planetfitness.com or any one of their Metro Detroit locations and sign up today. Your fitness is essential. Sign up today, $0 down, $10 a month. Don't look like a hungry hippo. It's a judgment-free zone anyway, so get your life together, get your mental and physical health together, and we'll see you in a little bit.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Ain't no party like a Detroit party. It's opening day live downtown with Woodward Sports.
All right, guys, if you look like Joe Exotic, you need to go get yourself a tan, and there's no better place to do that than Chili Peppers Tanning. That's where you're going to find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless sanitized rooms and trained certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all unlimited tanning deals. They'll even beat your competitors by 5 $200. Don't forget, of course, to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. Chili Peppers Tanning, it's where you'll find the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans.
Maddie, take your goddamn live read break.
Well, if you would do any, I wouldn't have so many.
Bitch. You're dramatic. All right, look, one of the best things happened to me yesterday, Terry. I want to tell you a little quick story. So obviously the Masters is on.
Right.
And look, it's that time of year. It's the first major of the season. Everybody's feeling good. You want to see good golf. And it just so happened that yesterday the course was a bit challenging. The length that they've added to the course, Terry, has made a big difference, or at least first day impression. It's obviously made a big difference. Not so many low scores out there. Tiger Woods finishes 1 under in his first appearance back. It's the first time in 17 months he's golfed at a competitive level. And for him to shoot 1 under, Terry, and to be honest, looking back at that card, he left 3, 4, maybe 5 birdies on the board yesterday. And it was a great event. It was a great day. There was some good golf all around. The course was challenging. Even if you hit your driver in the fairway, it was still a difficult second shot to try and get on the green. It was a great day. It was an enjoyable day, Terry. And my takeaway from yesterday was, if there was ever in the history of sports where we said a guy couldn't, or maybe he won't, or it just doesn't feel right, Tiger would do it. And he's never disappointed. And for him to shoot 1 under par in his first appearance back,
I'll do fine.
I mean, I will fully admit, my eyes were glued to the TV. He is must watch, and when he's on his game and when he's playing good golf, I don't think there's anybody that can draw, I would say, the audience that Tiger Woods draws.
No, I mean, that crowd was electric yesterday, and I don't think he played particularly well. Now, he played well for all that he's been through, but he had to scramble. He had to, and the weak part of his game is around the green, and that shined yesterday.
Yep.
So
it's actually the driver that struggled yesterday.
Yeah, he's been working on his short game, and that's what saved him yesterday. You mentioned he left a few birdies out there. He could have had like 2 or 3 more bogeys.
Yep.
If he didn't really work on that short game. But I was so happy. What I want out of this, and I don't expect him to win, I want Tiger Woods playing golf on Saturday and Sunday.
That was the conversation we had yesterday. And you know what? I talked to a lot of people close to me who I would say are avid golf fans. Mm-hmm. And they said, I don't need him to win. Terry, I don't even need him in the top 10. Give me him Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't choke it on Thursday. Come out and play a good round, and let me see you up until Sunday. I don't need you to win, Tiger, but it feels like this is a guy that not only everyone is rooting for, Terry, they just want him on the course. You don't necessarily need him winning at the top. You just need him there because he's so important.
I know that by Sunday I'm going to be greedy. Right now I'm saying all I need is Tiger Woods on Saturday.
Oh, but if he's in the top 15, yeah.
By Sunday I'm going to say, I want him in the top 10. Because then that adds to the drama. That adds to me wanting to watch more of the Masters. And I'm real curious what these TV ratings are, because we thought we would never, at least I thought after seeing that car and hearing what the injuries were, I'm like, I'm never going to see Tiger Woods play again. So this is all gravy, and I'd have to believe that the ratings are nuts. I was thinking while watching the crowd and the reaction, are there people out there who root for him to fail?
I'm sure. And maybe not so much today, but obviously in his prime it was it was everything.
I'm talking about today.
But today,
are there still people
I don't
like
think
that?
I don't know how there could be a single human that would make a trip to a golf major and sit there and say, I hope Tiger has a bad day. Really? Right. That doesn't sound like that's good for the sport. That's good for me. That's not good for anybody.
People that actually know the sport and play the sport and respect the sport, I don't think so. But when you get like the outsiders, the people that don't usually watch golf, that's where I think that you might find people that
You know who was super impressive, by the way, that nobody really talked about? Joaquin Niemann. He was paired with Tiger Woods, Terry. Right. This is Tiger Woods' first appearance in 17 months. This kid, 23 years old, shoots 3 under, had a share of the lead at one point, and he shoots 3 under playing with Tiger Woods with that crowd walking with him the entire way. I thought that was arguably, outside of Tiger, the best performance from Thursday.
It's like a rookie playing in the Super Bowl in front of a packed house and not expecting to be there. Because, the chances of you playing with Tiger Woods when you enter the Masters is pretty slim. It's 1 out of, 72 groups or whatever they have. But then all of a sudden it's like you're in it. Like you're in that boiling pot. And for him to get an eagle and several birdies, that was really, really impressive. Because a lot of guys in the past, if they were playing with Tigers, they walk in, I'm feeling good today. Oh, man, I'm playing with Tiger, and then they would just melt up.
You know what I noticed, Terry? And you would be able to speak more on the 90s, the 80s, and really maybe even the early 2000s. But you know what I saw at the Masters yesterday? I saw Tiger Woods in every single pairing. And what I saw were guys that are in the best shape of their lives, guys that can swing the hell out of the golf club,
right?
Guys that can reach a par 5, 560 in 2 shots. That has Tiger Woods written all over it. Tiger Woods back in the day used to be one of few, and really he was only at an elite level in terms of fitness.
Just look at the arms. Back in the day, I'm going to go back. You had 2 guys. You had the guys with the flat bellies and the little bird arms, and then you had the fat asses.
And then the John Daly's.
Right. And the guys with the big stomachs used to make fun of the fit guys. Now, when you see these guys, not only are their stomachs trimmer, but look at the arms. Just look at the arms and compare to what you saw in the 80s. With Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer was a little bit buff,
but they were in
like
decent shape. They weren't. They didn't let themselves go. They didn't walk around the course counting their steps because they were out of shape. I mean, these were guys that were fit, but not to the level that a Tiger Woods. I don't think we've ever seen that before.
No, these guys.
And now it's everywhere.
The modern guy is in the weight room. The modern guy has trainers, nutritionists, and all kinds of stuff, because golf was always considered just a sport of skill. I can be dominant whether I weigh 110 pounds or 450. All I got to do is get through that course. But now guys, because of Tiger Woods, realize, that's not good enough. This man is out here buffed. This man, look, in his prime, Tiger Woods looked like a safety. I got to look like that to be able to compete with him. So, yes, you did see Tiger Woods in every foursome. Even today, after he's been to, he looks really good. I was waiting for that pot belly, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And he had on that little skin-tight shirt.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's the future of golf, and that's the future of every sport. We always talk about it. The games get faster. Science gets a little better. The medical field gets obviously better as time evolves, and you're seeing guys coming back from an Achilles injury now 6 months, 8 months at a time.
Right.
Back in the day, that was a career-ending injury. So,
or if it wasn't, you definitely lost a step that everybody could notice.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, damn.
I mean, we even saw it with Kobe. Kobe lost a step. I mean, he wasn't that bad, but still, it was nowhere near what he was prior to the injury. He could still get around the court. Yeah, he'd have a few good nights every now and then, but after that Achilles injury, it was done. Dunzo.
That sank Isaiah Thomas too.
Yep.
He had an Achilles injury, and I think before it, he was thinking maybe I'll come back for another year, but once he had the Achilles, he's like, nah, I'm good.
Tim Cornet brings up a good point in the chat. He said, "Did you see Gary Player on Wednesday? I believe it was during the par 3 challenge. Hit. I want to say he was within a few centimeters of a hole-in-one. It was a wicked shot. 86 years old, has a way better swing than I ever can dream of. I mean, that's kind of that's golf. Yeah. You don't need to always swing the hardest or be the most fit. It also is a game of strategy. It's a game of patience. And you saw Tiger be very patient yesterday. He didn't have some of the drives. I mean, he was working with a driver that was not working at all yesterday. And he's like, all right, I'm not going to lose today, right? I can't win today, but I can lose. So let me not lose today. Let me put together a good round. And he recovered well after a few bogeys. He got some birdies on the board. And that putt, I want to say on hole 17, it was about 15 feet. Sinks it, crowd goes nuts. He's 1 under, and everyone's feeling good going into 18. Could have birdied 18, but hey, again, it's just nice to have him back golfing. I don't think there's ever been a guy, Terry, more important to his sport than Tiger Woods. I know Muhammad Ali, people talk about him, people talk about Jackie Robinson, MJ, Brady, whoever it may be. I just don't think anyone could ever have the impact that Tiger Woods had. Tiger Woods made it okay to casually golf. Golf used to be reserved for just rich people. Rich white people, I should say, really.
Yeah, but Tiger Woods got people who never thought about golf just to play. And one of the downsides of Tiger Woods was these golf courses had more divots than they ever had because you had these rookies going out there just hitting the ball, not replacing their divots. So, yeah, the golf course benefited because they had more people, but it was also a detriment because people didn't know how to take care of a golf course. That's because Tiger Woods brought the casual fans, brought the rookies in there, and so that is what he is known for. I picked up a golf club because of Tiger Woods 20-something years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I used to golf in my backyard by myself, like making like fake holes in the backyard. My mom used to kill me. And I would try to like golf with whatever I had available to me. Why? Because of Tiger Woods.
You should have got a little mat so Mom doesn't yell at you.
Oh, yeah, my brothers were all the same way. My dad is huge in golf. My little brother's favorite person in the world was Tiger Woods, but they golfed my entire life. I didn't pick it up until later on, but
golf is such a beautiful sport. It's a good time. It's a good time really to just get away from everything you're doing. I'm going golfing, actually, Terry, on Sunday. So I'll be having a day. Where?
Yeah.
It's called Taylor Meadows.
Ooh.
Do you have an early tee time? Because then you'll miss Tiger.
Well, it depends. It's a tentative 3:30 tee-off time on Sunday. If Tiger's in contention, we're all sitting at home throwing a party watching.
Okay, because I was going to say, you need to check out moving day on Saturday just to make sure he doesn't move right on up in there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will be on the golf course Sunday if Tiger's in contention.
No.
I don't see it happening.
Or they'll have $5 green fees to try to get people out there.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's take a quick break. When we get back, Peter Schrager comes out with his first official mock draft. Terry, you're not going to believe who he has the Detroit Lions taking. It's going to be fun. But before we do, Maddy, what do we got?
Yes, I need to tell you about the Fulling Warehouse. While we love playing golf, we also like to fold. The Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. Host your corporate party, team building event, or just come in with family and friends. There's 2 ways to play, $10 unlimited open play, or you can reserve a private lane for just $120. They've got over 100 beers and a $2 mystery beer machine, as well as multiple full bars. You can bring the food or have it delivered in. Come get your full on. Check it out at fullingwarehouse.com.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Win or lose, it's still a party downtown. Live from the Brass Rail and Music Hall Amphitheater, it's the Detroit home opener with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskins here with Joe Exotic and, of course, our best friend, Terry.
Hey.
How do I feel about the name Joe? I think Joe's a stupid name.
It's okay. Everyone thinks you're Joe Dirt, so.
Joe Dirt? I got to talk like a hillbilly? Peter Schrager.
I mean, you'd have to talk like a hillbilly anyways if you were Joe Exotic.
I don't know. Does he talk like a hillbilly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
he does.
how southern is it? That's what I need to know. So I can pull it off.
Is it a very?
I don't want to say that it's like It's very southern. It's more like hick. Like you don't have to be like it's white trash.
White trash?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think I can pull that off.
Yeah, you can.
We'll see. Peter Schrager came out with his first official mock draft. This is one of my favorite guys to follow, Terry. Someone that's really knowledgeable, not only just about football, he's very well connected. Schrager comes out with
this is a guy that you're not going to kind of drown or
this is a guy I'm not going to rip on.
Okay.
So he comes out with his first mock. And he has Aiden Hutchinson going number 1 overall. I think that's been the consensus for almost a month now around the league.
Right.
So, all right, fine. Jacksonville take him. The Detroit Lions select Kayvon Thibodeau at number 2 overall. And my takeaway is simple with that. I'm good. I'm good with it. That, to me, makes sense. I have no issues with it. There's nothing else you do at that pick if Aiden Hutchinson's off the board. I don't see a team trading up for a quarterback. And I don't see the Lions willing to risk, let's say, taking a Malik Willis or a Kyle Hamilton at number 2 overall. It just doesn't fit their timeline. I think they're committed to Jared Goff not only for this year, but the following year as well. Kayvon Thibodeau, baby.
All right. I will say this. I will agree with you. But if there was a decent quarterback that you thought that you could hand your franchise over to in 2 or 3 years, I would say they would take him. I would take him. But I don't feel comfortable with this class. Once again, I go back to my conversations with NFL people. The Detroit Lions have a history of not putting pressure on the opposing quarterback. That's why they get eaten up alive. And then we sit around here and say, the secondary sucks.
Well, Matthew Stafford sucks.
Right. Matthew Stafford sucks. The secondary sucks. No. The defensive front sucks. The front 7 stinks. And it's making the back 4 look pathetic. But, you know, this game is so simple and complicated. But the bottom line, don't turn the ball over and make that opposing quarterback crap in his pants.
I think it's the right move. I love Kayvon Thibodeau at number 2 overall. I think it's a very good move. And, again, maybe I have to reiterate this just for all of you at home. You can take the quarterback. It could make sense because you would probably sit him for a year. So I don't mind the quarterback selection. But we want to talk about Kyle Hamilton here at number 2 overall. It's not a thing, Terry. For me, the safety in the NFL, it's an important position. It's not one of the 3, 4, 5 most important positions, though. And I can't justify paying a safety on a rookie deal $9 million a year. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm doing that for 5 years. And then when he finishes up, then what? Like, I don't want to set up Kyle Hamilton for failure. There's nothing he can do to justify the number 2 overall pick. Nothing. Unless he's Ed Reed. That's your expectation?
Yeah, he's got to be Hall of Fame. He's got to be Hall of Fame.
Come on. I mean, and that's the thing with Okudah. Granted, he hasn't played, even though when he's played, he hasn't looked all that great. You think he'll ever be able to live up to the number 3 overall pick in any given draft class?
No, he won't. And a lot of it is not his fault. A lot of it has to do with the NFL saying, we want points on the board. We are going to make things as difficult as possible for defensive backs. And like yesterday, we talked briefly about why wide receivers are receiving so much money. They're getting a lot of money because you can't touch them.
Nope.
Oh. Flag. And so when you handicap a certain spot, I'm not saying you can't have a safety on your roster, you can't have good corners on your roster, but you have to prioritize.
Thank you. That's the key word.
Prioritize what's going to make this defense good. And what do Lion fans who bitch about this, what do they bitch about most? Well, now that Stafford is gone.
Oh, well, they don't have a pass rush. The defense not good. Oh, and we have a bridge quarterback, but it's – you know what's funny? Last year, Terry, the secondary was actually one of the bright spots on this team. The corners actually stepped up, and it's a really bad football team, but they had good moments. It wasn't that they were – look, we know they were bad, but we can at least acknowledge the corners played better than expected. The secondary played better than expected. And the defensive front was just never consistent enough to be involved in football games. I'm sorry. You need a pass rush.
And if that front was better, we would be talking highly about the secondary.
And again, the secondary, the linebackers, the safeties, they all get better the moment you have a good, consistent pass rush. That is tried and true forever, and it'll never change in the NFL. And why are receivers getting paid more? Terry just said it. You can't touch them. You can't touch receivers in today's NFL. They are more important than they've ever been, in my opinion, because of the rule change. And that takes us to number 32 overall. Peter Schrager, obviously number 2, Kayvon Thibodeau. Number 32 overall, Terry, he has them selecting quarterback. Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati. What do you think?
At 32, it doesn't bother me that much. But I wouldn't do it because I think you can get a better quarterback next year. And forget about the only downfall of the quarterback next year. He has one fewer year of learning the system, which I'm willing to put up with. This is a roster that needs more people. I think at 32, I would go for the wide receiver or the safety. But Ridder doesn't bother me. I'm not outraged, but it's just something I wouldn't do because I just think that
I don't mind it, though.
You're going to get a better quarterback next year.
Theoretically, yes, but Terry, where do you have them finishing this year? 6-11, 8-9. What's the record this year?
Probably 6-11.
So 6-11, they're probably picking in the top 6, top 7. They're going to have 2 first-round picks. They'll have their pick in the Rams. I think they'll be able to move a ton of picks if needed. But the problem, Terry, with next year, we have to be cognizant of this, is Seattle's going to want a quarterback unless they take one this year. Atlanta probably looking for a quarterback this year and next year. Depends on if they want to take one. This is a tricky game because I don't mind the Desmond Ridder pick at 32. I really think it's not the worst decision they could make at 32. And again, he's going to sit for a year. You're going to have him a year in your system, understanding, learning the playbook, and then you can save $25 million by cutting Jared Goff after this season. And then you're building around a second-year rookie, where in the upcoming class, whether you're finishing 6-11, 9-8, 8-9, 7-10, doesn't matter. Let's say you're picking in the top 12. Well, you're going to add a top 12 piece. You're going to have another later first-round pick, a second-round pick, multiple thirds. You're looking good in terms of acquiring talent. I think they'll be able to support a quarterback if they take him at 32. I don't mind it. I actually don't hate the pick.
The key is the coaching staff. Is the coaching staff going to coach this guy up to where if there were a draft next year that you would pick him in the top 5? And we'll never know that because we won't see him out on the field. But behind the scenes, if they've got the quarterback whisperer, if Dan Campbell can motivate this guy to the fact that we're going to hide him for 2 years, we're going to make him better, we're going to turn him into a top 5 pick by next year, then that's a smart move. But if you don't have the coaching staff to do that, then you just wasted a pick.
Yeah, no, and again, I think Ben Johnson is a good, young, up-and-coming offensive coordinator. It's going to be his first time calling the plays. I think they have the ability to, Terry. I'm sold on Ben Johnson as an OC. I'm a big fan of his. Whether or not they're going to be able to, that's time will always tell, Terry, right?
Well, if
you're
going to
figure out whether or not.
What you should be doing? You should be jumping up like a little bitch right now saying, yes, I'm excited that they would take Sam Ridder. You should be going, yay.
No, I mean, no, not
yes.
in theory. No, because, look, this is a team void of talent too, right?
That's true. But
this is a 3-13-1 football team we're talking about. They haven't had any major free agent signings. They still haven't addressed the long-term future of the wide receiver position. They still need a pass rush. Looks like they're going to be playing mostly single, two linebackers at most at a time on the field, given the current setup that they have. So I don't even know if they're going to even attempt or even think of a linebacker at pick 32 or 34. This to me looks like edge rusher, possibly a quarterback, even though I just don't think they're going to do it. And then you can go wide receiver, safety. You can go safety, wide receiver. Doesn't matter the order. Those are the 3-4 positions that they're going to have to address before anything, before we have a conversation about what the future looks like. This is still a football team that needs more talent.
True. But the Lions allowed 2 drafts to slide by that had great quarterbacks. And most of it had to do with oh, we can't have anybody competing with Matthew Stafford for the starting quarterback position, so they just let that die. I mean, you could have had that guy already on your roster. But they are so afraid of pissing off Matthew Stafford, who, by the way, went in there and said, get me the hell out of there. So, but they didn't want to upset him, and now it's biting him in the ass now.
I don't think it's biting him. I think it was a good trade. You got 2 first-round picks. You got a third-round pick. Like, come on.
All right, you're not listening.
The guy, you were never going to win with him. You were going through a rebuild, Terry, right now. What would have Matthew Stafford done for you last year?
Oh, okay. This is Ramadan speaking now because you didn't listen.
I didn't listen then.
Okay. All I'm saying is, yeah, you still could have traded Matthew Stafford, but you could have had that guy. You could have a high-end guy already in the system that you could throw out there after you get rid of Goff. Now you're taking a chance on a guy that Sam Ritter, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, look, I mean, the maybe is a question mark, I think, on every quarterback in this draft class. I was making the case, Terry, that they should have taken Justin Herbert at 3 a few years ago, but everyone told me I was crazy. So what are you going to do? You can't make everybody happy. But if they take a quarterback,
a lot of people didn't know about him.
How? He was a top 2 quarterback coming out that year. Top 3, I would say, because a lot of people like Tua. The kid was big, strong, mobile, had the arm talent. He just played at Oregon. I mean, this is not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Like, I can't help people. 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions his last year in college. But the point is, I think whatever they decide to do, even if it's a quarterback at 32, he's going to be sitting. And I don't think fans are going to be calling for Jared Goff to get benched midway into the season.
Really?
Well, then they'd be stupid fans, in my opinion. If Goff is
Who
playing
said
bad,
fans are smart?
I never said that either.
They already don't like this guy. Well, some people like, but this is what we do in Detroit. We call for the backup. So if they start 2-5 or something silly like that, you absolutely bet your bottom dollar people are going to be calling for his head.
I'm going to be taking a baseball bat to the people calling for his head. It makes
All
no
right,
sense.
You just can't kill people.
Why? Why not?
With you.
Yes,
Why
you
is that
can.
a problem?
Because it's illegal.
Why?
By the
Says who?
way, I told Abe that we might need backup today.
I don't need backup. I just need to kill some people, and this world would be a lot better off. You guys are so sensitive. It's unbelievable. If I was the president of this country, I would turn it into a dictatorship, Terry. I would start taking out cruises.
Oh.
All right? I'd start getting rid of people that are obese. And we're gonna attack the issue right away.
If you get rid of people obese, you're going to eliminate 60% of the country.
Get your asses in shape.
We'll be Canada.
Okay, well, Adam doesn't like Canada, so
Yeah, I don't want to be Canada. So maybe the hippos live. Well, look, let's take a quick break. Opening day, your greatest opening day memories. The story I have for you guys, you're not ready for.
I'm never ready for your stories.
It's quite a disappointing story, to be honest with you.
Super.
But
Then
Maddie,
I'm
what do
ready
we
for
got?
it.
Yes, before we go to break, I do need to tell you about the sports marketing agency. SMA has been leveraging pro athletes and other notables for a decade against the issues around mental health and substance use disorder. With the help of NFL alumni, Sean Jordan has been able to save lives and take a stand against these issues. Soon coming to Woodward Sports, the Sports Marketing Agency podcast. This is the F Word series on fentanyl. If you're struggling with substance abuse or mental health, they are here to help. Go to thesportsma.com.
You asked for it, and we listened. The Seafood Festival is back at Big Boy, including a Friday night seafood buffet. Catch it while you can, available at participating locations until April 24th. Also available, the new fish sandwich. We'll see you at Big Boy.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Ain't no party like a Detroit party. It's opening day live downtown with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. It's opening day here on the Morning Woodward Show, here on the Woodward Sports Network. Guys, we get to talk about what are our favorite memories. I know, Adam, you said you had a story. Are we going to start with that? Or?
Yeah, we can start with it. It's not my most proud moment, Terry. Opening day, the Tigers playing the Red Sox not too long ago. I want to say 7, 8, 9 years ago maybe. I was with my brother and my cousin. We're teenagers at the time. Naive teenagers. We're at the game. Tigers are losing 11-3, Terry.
Okay.
We decide to leave.
Looks like a loss.
It's a loss. You know what? We could be out drinking, having a good time, whatever. We leave. By the time we make it to the house, it's 11-11, and the Tigers end up winning, I want to say 14-12. And we just look at each other like we should be ashamed of ourselves. And since that day, we've never left any single game that we've attended early ever again. That was our...
I feel like that's happened to pretty much everyone. Like, yeah, everybody's left a game that they shouldn't have, and now they'll never leave a game till the end again.
Well, there was a game I wanted to leave. I was with my son, and the Tigers are getting slammed. I think it was 9-3 or something to Cleveland. And I said, buddy, let's leave. He says, no. I think, kids always think something magical is going to happen. I said, man, getting their asses kicked. Nothing's going to happen today. So they end up tying the game in the 9th inning, and I think Miguel Cabrera hit a 3-run walk-off home run. I'm glad I listened to the little fella. You guys are
dramatic. Don't act like you didn't drink when you were teenagers, all right? Shut the hell up.
Right?
This is a judgment-free zone right now. So how about you all shut the hell up and stop acting like, teenagers drinking. Shut up. People can vote at 18, Terry. They can't drink. What are we doing in this country?
I was allowed to drink at 18 because the drinking age was 18 back in the day. And then they upped it to 21, but I was grandfathered, so I was able to drink at 18, 19, 20.
Dang.
21.
That's the good life.
Bam.
What are we doing here?
Just grandfathered into being able to drink illegally.
And I was able to bartend.
Oh, no.
So I was a bartender back then.
You can bartend at 18.
This comment is, Terry, you're not ready for this one.
You keep saying, I'm not ready, I'm not ready for this.
You ready for this?
Ready.
I left the Malice at the Palace about 5 minutes before the brawl.
Oh, my God.
That's awful.
That's brutal.
I don't think there's any Detroit sports moment that somebody could have walked out on. That would have been worse than that one.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Well, at least he didn't have beer spilled all over him.
At least he didn't get punched in the face.
Yeah, he didn't get punched in the face, so maybe it was a good thing. Because they punched the wrong guy. That could have been him.
I mean, to be honest with you, if I was in the stands that day, I would have been like, I would have been 10 years old, and I would have been like, oh my God, what's going on? then Steven Jackson jumps up in the stands. Fuck this kid.
Steven Jackson would have hit you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure.
I don't blame him. I was an ugly kid too.
You have a punch bowl face.
Oh yeah,
That's
100%. I'm willing to accept it. Maddy,
I just don't understand why anyone would want to punch you.
Me?
You don't?
Yeah.
Oh, I can give you a million reasons why.
He likes puppies.
That
He doesn't want
matter.
anyone to know, but he likes puppies.
What's wrong with puppies?
Nothing.
All right.
He likes big cats.
Terry, give me an opening day memory that you regret.
I've never regretted opening day. How about the next day when it's like, whew, I don't feel good. That's probably the only time. But my opening day story was I was at the first opening day at Comerica Park. So I like to stroll the stadium. So I'm strolling the stadium like I got wet. I'm like, what the hell? It's not even raining. How did I get wet? Well, there was this geyser at Comerica Park that was just shooting like Old Faithful.
What the hell?
For whatever reason, something just burped up water, and it was just all over the place, making people cold and everything. And I was like, damn, this is really messed up. So I didn't want to come back for a while because I didn't want to get spit on again. So Comerica Park spit on me, and maybe that's the most regrettable. But I survived. The old stadium burped and spit on me.
Yeah, we got to do something about this, being able to watch the Tigers. As somebody that is young enough, we've all transitioned into the digital streaming age, right, where you can watch things on social media sometimes. You can watch things on some of these apps, Terry, like Netflix, Hulu, whatever it may be. And the Detroit Tigers, the only way you can watch them right now is through the MLB TV subscription or You have cable television.
Right.
And, as a young fan of baseball, I think they need to address that in the next few years. You have to find a digital streaming solution. I believe you would be able to reach a younger audience much more. No kid is sitting at the TV right now watching the game in a few hours. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, that's you, but
I understand.
You're not the future of the game.
I am not the future of the game. And you know what else I'm struggling with?
What up?
I'm struggling with the tickets on your phone thing.
Oh, it's not that bad. Look, you just click the button twice on the side. Whoops, I messed up. And then all your stuff shows up. Now, if you buy a ticket, it'll show up here.
Okay.
And then,
I don't love the tickets on the phone thing either.
Why?
Because I'm a hoarder and I like to save tickets. So, I like to have the physical ticket from the game that I went to, and I save a lot of them, depending on what happened in the game or if it was, something memorable. But, I'm that kind of person, so I like to save my tickets, and now it's just on your phone, and what do I have? But it helps me from being a hoarder.
Yeah, I saved a bunch of NBA Finals tickets because they got smart with, instead of just having little tickets with nothing on them, they started putting pictures on there of players, of big moments and stuff. So I framed those and hung those up in the wall in my basement. You can't do that with the digital stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? There's one ticket that I'm very excited for. Or excuse me, there's one ticket that I have in my house that I've always been very appreciative of. And
what did you do?
I
Why'd you go to jail?
I went to the first outdoor NHL game for the Red Wings.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was against, I want to say, the Maple Leafs.
Yes, sir.
It was against the Maple Leafs, and that day, I earned my ticket, Terry. All right? It was cold as hell.
Did you whore yourself in there?
It was snowing.
Oh, okay.
I underdressed. I had frostbite for 3 days. I earned that ticket.
What's wrong with you?
What?
You know it's going to be cold out.
Okay, I have a problem. This has always been an issue. My mom hates me for this. I used to go to high school in slippers and shorts mid-November, December, because that's just how we dressed in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
Terry wasn't
Looking
around
back
for
on it
my
now.
no coat the entire winter days.
You know what my grandmother used to say? You just trying to look cute.
No, I wasn't. Trust me. Ask them. I looked like a hobo. I just don't like wearing coats. They're restricting.
It keep you warm, though. You going to wear a coat today?
Nope. I didn't bring one.
Damn. Ooh.
And I'll be on the streets all day.
Streetwalker.
It's called this thing called liquor that makes you warm.
Actually, it does not.
It so does.
No. What happens?
Well, you at least forget that you're cold.
It does. Well, people believe that liquor warms you up. It doesn't. When you drink liquor, heat escapes, and so you temporarily feel that heat, and then it disappears, and then you're colder than you were before.
No. You drink liquor, you don't get sicker, you just get warmer.
Well, they always say things are quicker when you do it with liquor. So you're going to ignore my advice that I gave the young fellas today.
Yes.
I told them only do beer today because they're young.
Because it takes you longer to get drunk and you can last longer. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's true. But today, I cannot have shots with white boys today or young white guys.
No shots?
No, I can't because all they want to do, at least when they see me, they want to do Jaeger bombs.
I love Jaeger bombs.
I know, but
my dad taught me that.
You reach a certain point in life where it's just too damn sweet. I can't.
I guarantee you my father has at least 2 Jaeger bombs today.
Okay.
Dad, don't let me down. We got this. He'll be here.
Can he do 4 Jaeger bombs?
Oh, yeah, he can. He's a big
damn.
boy.
I'm scared of him. I can't do it anymore. Jaeger bombs have just left the building for me. It's just too sweet. Like a few St. Patrick's days ago, I got sick off of Jameson. It was Jameson, because Jameson has like a little sweet aftertaste.
Sure.
And it made me sick. You know, you guys don't have to worry about stuff like this because you're young, which we applaud you for. But what I found out in my old age, I can eat ice cream. I can drink beer.
I can't eat ice cream.
But now I can't eat ice cream and drink beer in the same 24-hour period.
What the hell is that?
What?
What?
He's got the poops.
No, it's not even the poops. It makes my stomach go. It makes my. You know what? It turns my stomach into an atom. All pissed off and gnarly and forget you.
Look, I'm just I don't even know how to describe it anymore.
You're special. How about that?
I'm special needs, I think.
Not needs, but just special.
You have a lot of needs, but
I don't know. There's some people I want to punch in the face right now, so I'm probably in a bad mood. Sorry, guys. Having said that, we were talking about opening day memories. There's one more memory I have from opening day, by the way. It was not my best moment as well, but I was a kid, so depends how bad it is. Well, no, I cared because there was a baseball coming my way. I was feeling good about it, Terry. I knew I was going to catch it. It was within arm's reach, and this jackass that's like 6'6" just stands up 3 rows below me, puts up his stupid arm, grabs the baseball.
Fought the kid.
That was the closest I've ever gotten to a baseball. No, it was an adult.
Yeah, I was just saying, is it an adult? And here's the other key question. Did he have a glove?
He did.
So you should have shot him.
I was 10 years old.
An adult shouldn't take a baseball game take a glove to a baseball game and then take a ball from a kid. That's the one time I'm going to give you permission to shank somebody.
Yeah, I hate the dads that show up with a glove. Like, dude, it's past your day. Let your kid do it.
you have a beer now for a reason. Catch the baseball in the beer if it's that close to you.
You know, you can buy a baseball at the sporting goods place. It's not that special. Now, I understand catching a football in an NFL game because you're not going to get that ball anywhere except at a football game. But a baseball, nah.
All right, well, I'll tell you guys what. We got a lot coming up right now. Terry, at 9 o'clock, I do want to get to the J.J. McCarthy, Cade McNamara conversation that we had yesterday.
Again?
I don't feel like we put it to bed correctly. I feel like we're just too busy yelling at each other.
Yeah, that's true. And that wasn't bad.
I do want to revisit it. 9:15, we got the Bucks and the Pistons tonight. Excited to talk about that. What can Cade do to possibly secure Rookie of the Year? We'll see that. And then, of course, Terry, you brought up an interesting conversation, which is who's your dream foursome? I have a guy in there I don't think any of you will have. So I'm excited for that.
I'm sure.
That comes up at 9:27. So it should be fun. But, Maddy, before we go, what do we got?
Yes, before we go, can you please tell us where Joe Exotic gets his haircut?
Joe Exotic gets this ugly haircut at Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Guys, if you want to feel great, walk in anytime between 10 and 8, 7 days a week. No appointment necessary. It is wicked awesome. Check them out, guys. Again, that's Lady Jane's 7 days a week, 10 to 8. Walk in anytime. Get a precision haircut. A hot leather neck shave. Jesus Christ. Terry, I'm stumped today. People pissing me off, sending me messages on my phone. I'm trying to do a goddamn show here. Anyways, we'll see you guys after the break.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Win or lose, it's still a party downtown. Live from the Brass Rail and Music Hall Amphitheater, it's the Detroit home opener with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back, all you cool cats and kittens. We're live here at the Brass Rail on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. It is opening day, and it's 9 a.m. Don't forget to listen to us on The Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Guys, your favorite topic to talk about, the screaming match from yesterday, J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, look, Terry, we talked about it yesterday. Obviously, you got a little heated, so I want to be a little bit more professional today with you.
Okay.
Unless you piss me off.
We're going to have a professional conversation.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I give us 2 minutes.
Listen. Can we both agree that Michigan's ceiling will always be higher with, forget J.J. McCarthy, any 5-star quarterback that you bring in, correct?
You would think so, yes.
That is the objective every year. And what I see right now is Cade McNamara did a good job last year. He made some throws that he needed to make. Great. You saw it against really Ohio State. You saw it against Michigan State. You saw it against the good teams, Penn State. And then obviously against Georgia. He wasn't a game changer. And even against Michigan State, he had a good first 2-3 quarters. He didn't throw the ball down. He didn't throw the ball, I want to say, more than 3 times, 10 or 15 yards more downfield at all. All those yards came in yards after the catch. Big plays, which is fine. Again, I'm nothing against him. But I'm looking for a quarterback that can take me to the next level, hit a home run play every once in a while. If he's going to throw it to interception, Terry, I can live with it. But damn it, for the sake of Michigan football, if they want to take the next step and they want to compete with some of these schools, they're going to need to have more than just Cade McNamara, a walking statue at quarterback. You need to get up to speed with what's working in college football. And what's working in college football right now, Terry, is yes, the SEC teams dominate the recruiting class. Fine. But you know what? Those teams have dynamic mobile quarterbacks that can make all the throws. Now you have around all of college football, you have your C.J. Strouds, your Bryce Youngs. You have even, you know what? He sucked this year and he got benched. But Spencer Rattler. He was still a very good quarterback going into this season. That's the kind of guy you need to line up if you want to compete with. And look at USC. They took Caleb, what's the kid's last name out of Oklahoma, the guy who took Rattler's job. Caleb something, regardless of the point. He transferred to USC. USC is going to be a 9-10 win football team this year. You got to get the quarterback. I know college is so different from the NFL, but when you're one of these programs, Terry, that are getting a few 5-star recruits and a ton of 4-stars like Michigan are, well, you need a 5-star quarterback to overcome the talent gap that you're going to have with the SEC.
That is a very cute mission statement, but the thing that I have a fear about is I'm going to go back in the day. Michigan had he wasn't a 5-star quarterback, but he was the quarterback, the savior, and that was Drew Henson. Drew Henson was supposed to be the guy. He was made promises. He was guaranteed a starting position. And what Michigan did is they ignored the plotter. The plotter ended up being Tom Brady. Yes, he started some games, but he was the one that would bail Michigan's ass out when the glory guy didn't work out. You're right. JJ could elevate them to a certain level. But I think Michigan football is this. I think the whole Big Ten is this, except for Ohio State. You have a shot at winning the Big Ten, but when you play the big boys, no matter who you are and no matter who's a quarterback, you're going to get smoked.
I don't think that's the case. I think when you play the big boys, you're screwed because you never have a quarterback. The only team that ever shows up to a college football playoff with any quarterback worth their salt is Ohio State. And they recruit that way. And again, if you're Michigan, you just won the Big Ten, Terry. Did that make a significant impact on how they recruit? Did it make a significant impact on some of the players that they drew into the program? Not really. Not necessarily. How do you get players to want to come to Michigan? You need to make Michigan a powerhouse. And the only way you do that is by obviously winning the Big Ten, getting to the college football playoff, but winning in the college football playoff, possibly winning a national championship. You can't do that. I don't want to hear that Michigan could ever reach the top, and that's where I'm coming from is if you want to reach the top, Forget Cade McNamara. He isn't doing anything for you outside of, oh, well, you know what? We're not going to be awful this year. What? I'm trying to win big games right now.
Did you hear what Dan Campbell just said?
No.
He said you don't need something like a Pro Bowl quarterback to win in the NFL.
That's true. You don't need a Pro Bowl quarterback to win in the NFL. Ryan Tannehill.
I think you need one in the NFL more than you do in college. College is set up where you can run the football, you can have a game manager, and if you have the talent around him.
But how, though? Because Alabama right now, over the last 3 years, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, and Bryce Young, all dynamic mobile quarterbacks, not game managers. These aren't Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett's the exception, if anything. And before then, it was Trevor Lawrence. It was Deshaun Watson. It was all these guys coming out that were competing for the national championship that weren't game managers. Game managers work on a Georgia. Michigan doesn't have that kind of team, and they will never have that kind of team. And how do you get over the next I would say the next hurdle, which is winning a college football playoff game, which is possibly competing or winning a national title? Well, the only way you're going to do that is by beating Ohio State. And if you want to beat Ohio State, good luck trying to beat them the way you did last year. You can't replicate that. You're going to go another 10 years before you ever beat that program again if you try to repeat what you did last year. Last year, it all worked together. You had a great defense, a great edge rush. You were able to get to C.J. Stroud. And at the end of the day, you didn't have a quarterback that really did anything that game. You were able to run the ball all over Ohio State. You controlled the line of scrimmage. Congratulations. That will not be the case this year. What's Cade McNamara going to do against C.J. Stroud? He's going to throw 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and Michigan's going to lose. And everyone's going to say, oh, well, too bad. J.J. McCarthy's going to the transfer portal. There goes another 5-star recruit. Get the goddamn 5-star recruits into the program and start them at quarterback.
Why don't you think J.J. McCarthy has been named the starting quarterback? Why didn't he start
injured right
last
now?
year?
He is injured right now. He's coming off the shoulder surgery.
I understand that, but last year he was not injured.
Last year was right of them. Again, he was a freshman, right? He is a freshman. Ronnie Bell goes down early on in the year. I thought it was the right decision not to start him. Cade was a good fit with how they played, Terry. They were a run-heavy team. And they were, again, they had a defense where you could win, and I could argue that, or not only could I argue, I did argue that they would get to the Ohio State game in contention for the Big Ten, playing that way because of their talent level. Moving forward, it's not going to work, Terry. It just isn't. And everybody saw what Cade's ceiling is. And I'm just coming from the standpoint of, I don't care if it's J.J. McCarthy, F him. But when you bring in a 5-star quarterback, I want to see him play. And if he sucks, Terry, fine. Let him suck. But don't sit there and give me Cade McNamara and tell me 8-9 wins is good enough when you're coming off a college football playoff appearance and it did nothing to improve your status in college football.
Do you know what a 5-star quarterback is? It's a 4-star quarterback that is being recruited by Michigan. Then all of a sudden he turns into a 5-star quarterback. Now, I have met some of these people who put stars on guys. They don't know what the hell they're talking about a lot of times. So unless this kid is like wowing them in practice, I got to believe there's something wrong with J.J. McCarthy. That we talk him up based on what we think he should be. And maybe here's the message I got.
Here's the message I got from a guy inside of Michigan, all right? This is the message I got. All I can say is that JJ hasn't thrown in 3 months, but is still doing footwork drills and such. He'll be in the mix for fall camp. I wouldn't be concerned. They shoved it up all of our asses last year when people said they couldn't win without Cade. And to be honest with you, it's pretty obvious at this point that J.J. McCarthy is a much better quarterback in practice than Cade McNamara. The only difference is Cade McNamara has more experience. The ceiling is higher with J.J., and he needs to explode and win the job. And the floor is extremely low. You don't know how bad he can be.
I think the ceiling may be
It's
higher.
not maybe. It's much higher than Cade McNamara.
Because you don't know. Once again, you don't know. You're going by some asshole.
Why am I recruiting a 5-star quarterback, Terry? To be better than the fucking bum I have right now.
What did I tell you? The bum got you to the college football.
No, he didn't. The defense did.
Michigan has never been
the two edge rushers that are going to go in the first round did.
Okay.
The offensive line did. The run game did.
And your boy may have been a turnover machine where they don't even get past Purdue or Michigan State. Well, they lost to Michigan State, but they don't get past Wisconsin that could have been the floor for J.J. McCarthy is deeper, so you can go the other way, I think, further.
I'd rather go to shit recruiting five-star recruits trying to build a real program than sit there and say, oh, my God, Cade McNamara, we're going to win 8 games, Terry. Everything's going to be okay. We're Michigan. We have the most wins in all of college football history.
I'd rather, hey, you know what? I'm going to play on January 1st in a BCS game rather than I'm sitting at home eating pizza at 10 in the morning.
What do you mean?
I'd rather do that because I'm saying J.J. McCartney, in college football, you can't turn the ball over. At Michigan, if you are a running back or a quarterback in practice, no matter how great you look, you can outshine somebody. If you're turning the rock over, they're not going to play you. That's just the history of this program.
Well, that's a fundamental issue. That's why you haven't won a national title since 97. That's why you haven't been in the title game since 97. You went not 14 years, you motherfuckers. 18 years without getting to a goddamn Big Ten title game, let alone winning it. Jesus Christ, you guys can keep up with this Michigan football, run the ball. Oh, my God, here we go. Defense going to prevail. Like, come on, guys. Get with the program. God damn it, Nick Saban admitted you can't stop teams anymore offensively. The game has changed. Go get the quarterback. Why are we making it so hard for ourselves?
All right, here's what you need to do then, baby boy.
You think Michigan State's happy with Peyton Thorne? He's nice. He's a good quarterback. He's actually better than Cade McNamara, but it doesn't mean a damn thing because he's going to take them to that next level. You need that guy at the end of the day.
Do you think Michigan State was happy with its season last year?
Oh, very happy.
Okay, then. They got a guy who didn't turn it over a lot. But here's the other thing you need to do. If you're going to go down this path, you need to fire Jim Harbaugh. What was Jim Harbaugh's calling card at Stanford?
He was a quarterback whisperer.
No, he was a guy that gutted it out. He ran the football. It was boring. That's what Stanford does. He came to Michigan with the same. That's what he is. Run the football. Who did he learn under? Bo Schembechler. That's his boy. And he's tried to duplicate the program to be like,
well, then fire his ass.
Okay.
Terry, I'm trying to win a national championship, and not only that, I want to be a program that is in the running every year. Terry, Ohio State, they don't win it last year, right? They don't win the Big Ten. They lose to Michigan. What's the expectation for Ohio State this year? They're going to run the table.
That's their expectation.
Nobody's talking about Michigan running the goddamn table. They're talking about if we're lucky or if we're able, maybe we can get to Ohio State and Columbus with a chance to win the Big Ten. Come on, I don't want to talk about these kind of programs this way. Like, nobody's looking at Georgia saying, all right, yeah, you know what, maybe if we get lucky, Terry, maybe we get to the SEC title game and maybe we beat Alabama. Come on. Have some goddamn respect for yourselves, for your program's history, which is a beautiful history. Michigan has a beautiful history. But I'm done talking about the past. I want this team to move and go up into the next level. Michigan State, we saw them what they did with Mel Tucker. They gave him the extension. They're upgrading their facilities. They're trying to take that next step. And eventually Michigan State is going to have to get the quarterback right. Because in college football, it's the Bryce Youngs, it's the C.J. Strouds, it's going to be Caleb Williams this year at USC. It's going to be those teams that are going to elevate and win. And it's the Big Ten, like you said. It's not the SEC. So if I have the best quarterback or the second best quarterback in the Big Ten, I'm winning all my games. I'm not worried.
Supposedly, Georgia.
I just got to worry about Michigan.
Georgia won a national championship with the second best quarterback in his program. Because, once again, people didn't want the game manager.
We can use the outlier, but Georgia has been losing with that type of quarterback for the last 5-6 years. They have all the talent, Terry. They have the running backs, the receivers, the defense, the tight end. They have the O-line. They have everything. What they don't have is the quarterback. And this year, Stetson Bennett did enough. And you can get away with that. But Michigan isn't building that kind of program. And they need to be. So you show me the talent that Michigan has that is comparable to Georgia, and I'll tell you, you know what, Terry? Cade McNamara should be starting this year, but they don't. And I need a guy that can take me to the next level.
Michigan can't duplicate what Alabama, Georgia, or those top-end Southern schools can do talent-wise. When I look at these games, you win based on these defensive ends. You win because of your running game, and that's even down there. You're really cute when you say, in the last 4 or 5 years, Alabama's had these great quarterbacks. All right, how about the last 30 years? What have they had? They've won because they run the ball, and once again, Nick Saban, when we're in a jam, Nick
Saban built the program the way you're saying it.
Run the ball.
Yes, Nick Saban built Alabama through defense and running the ball. Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, yes. And they had game-managing quarterbacks, yes. And Nick Saban, like any smart coach would do, and Jim Harbaugh, I encourage you to do it, get with the goddamn program, get with the times. And Nick Saban said, you know what, I'm tired of losing national championships to these teams. I'm tired of losing games in the regular season. I'm tired of losing in the SEC title. You know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to go get me a 5-star quarterback. You know what? Jalen Hurts. You know what? Insert Tua. You know what? Insert Bryce Young. And here we are. Like, come on, get with the program is all I'm asking for. I understand how they were built. But the end of the day, you're going to need more talent. And you're going to need a dynamic quarterback. And J.J. McCarthy fits that billing. Is he going to be that good? Is he going to be good enough? I don't know. But I'd rather him do it and try it and fail than me sit here and say, Cade, he won us 8 games. Terry, 9 games. Everything was good. Decent season. Can't complain. Lost to Ohio State, Michigan State again. Oh, well. You know what are you going to do? You lose some, you win some. And then we're going to say, J.J. McCarthy goes to the transfer portal. Another 5-star recruit that did dick at Michigan. Congratulations,
Jim Harbaugh.
Did you bring up
Jalen Hurts? The guy that lost his job
to Tua. He was benched in the halftime. But
yeah,
Terry, they got to that game with him playing extremely well and being a dynamic mobile quarterback. He crapped the bed. Tua comes in, wins them the game. But that doesn't diminish what Jalen Hurts did.
I think your boy might do the same thing.
If my boy gets me to a national title game, I would be very happy with that.
He's not going to get you to a national title game. Michigan doesn't have
J.J.
enough
McCarthy,
talent to
please
do
start a Maggie. I was going to call you Maggie.
Okay.
I'm losing my mind this morning. I am losing it.
All right, D-Mac.
You know what? You're gonna get your wish. He's gonna start this year. Watch.
Good. Please, God, please. Lord,
Anyways.
if there's a God out there, Buddha, Jesus, I don't care who you are, do it. Make it happen.
Joe Exotic. Carol Baskin's husband, though, was eaten by tigers. Anyways, we have to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a greater Cade, if you will, Cade Cunningham. But before we go, I need to tell you about Cintron. Cintron World is an aspirational lifestyle beverage brand with a line of sparkling flavored energy beverages, premium bottled water, and revitalizer shots. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings and proud partners with the Detroit Pistons, exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and of course, great taste, Cintron is your top choice. Buy online at cintronworld.com with promo code REDWINGS10. Drink it, live it with Cintron.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hi, I'm Cade Cunningham. I'm proud to partner with Hall Financial, the mortgage company known for 5-star service. Don't just take my word for it. Check out their 5,000 5-star reviews for yourself. Go to callhallfirst.com and get started with your 5-star experience today.
Ain't no party like a Detroit party. It's opening day live downtown with Woodward Sports.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to talk about some wings. It's 9:19 a.m. and Wingsnob, gosh, they just have the best wings. Fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken. Wingsnob has the best traditional wings. Try out their signature sauces, Jamaican jerk or lemon pepper. Wings are tossed to perfection in any sauce that you pick. When the wings are this good, you're allowed to be a snob. Order online now at wingsnob.com. Wingsnob, we just have better wings. I think we need to start like a thing where, like, if you have the kitten, you're allowed to speak.
Okay. What's up? All right, guys. Terry, you're going to look at me a little differently after this. All right?
Okay.
Dream foursome. We got, 7 minutes. Let's see what we can get done. I'll name you guys my foursome. This is no judging, right?
No judging.
Dead or alive, a foursome that I would love to play with.
Right.
All right. First and foremost, John F. Kennedy. You need Kennedy in there. Kennedy's a savage, drug dealer, awesome president.
Are you talking the father or you?
No, I'm talking about the son that was killed.
Okay.
I want John F. Kennedy in my foursome, number one. Number two, technically two because I have to include myself. So I got two more people that I need to get on this list, Terry.
Okay.
The second guy is going to be Genghis Khan.
Ooh, that's a weird one.
That is a weird one. I'll tell you why. I want to know how the hell this guy managed to impregnate more than half of the world. That was some impressive stuff.
That's impressive.
I'm trying to spread my wealth around the world.
Are you sure you're not trying to spread your genes?
Nope. But Genghis Khan, John F. Kennedy, and then, of course, Tiger Woods, because, Terry, I have to think of everything. With John F. Kennedy, I get all the presidential luxuries. With Genghis Khan, I have an army and a bunch of seamen that I can spread to everybody. And with Tiger Woods, I get all the Scandinavian whores that are going to be waiting for me outside after I finish my foursome.
That's right. We can only talk if we have the little kitten. I'll tell you why I don't want Tiger Woods in my foursome. I don't want to hit a golf ball in front of that man because, he was at the top of his game. I would be intimidated. I'd be like, oh, shoot, I got to hit in front of Tiger Woods. I think I would just get judged too much. So, but guy that I want in my foursome, I want Peyton Manning because I think Peyton Manning is funny. He's glib. He's also was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. So I think he would make my foursome a lot of fun. Yes, we wouldn't be having sex and impregnating women, but
what are we doing here then, Terry?
Well, we're having fun.
No, who?
I am.
Whatever.
I can still get something without Genghis.
Can I invite Carol Baskins?
No.
Say it correctly, please.
Carol Baskins?
Carol Baskins can't come.
That bitch Carol Baskins.
I'm a good time.
But maybe Maddy Baskins can come.
Maddy Baskins doesn't exist.
Hey.
She's been taken over. Sorry.
Hey.
No, actually, this rule doesn't apply to me because I can talk whenever the F I want to.
I like how people just
I need your foursome.
All right, so Peyton Manning.
All right.
It's part of my fourth. Tiger Woods is not because I don't want to hit a football or a baseball or a golf ball in front of this man. So he's not going to be there. A guy that I like is Bill Parcells. I would have him because Bill Parcells, according to my people, for whatever reason, wanted to be a front office guy with the Detroit Lions, and the Lions were like, nah, we're good.
Of course.
So,
of course. Why would they? Why wouldn't they be okay with it?
I'd want to ask him what he would have done with the Detroit Lions. But I think the detriment, the reason they didn't want him is because he would change too many things. And he would say, you're jacked up, you're gone. Get the hell. He would have been like you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have walked in there with a goddamn a pickaxe. Mm-hmm. You know, the Grim Reaper?
Right. That would have been you. And you know what?
Cut these motherfuckers' heads off.
I would not stop you. I would not stop you at all.
Fish, I just said the F word, by the way. Pay attention, you jackass.
And
who's the last one?
I think the other one would be Michael Jordan, because I would want to see what his perspective was up close and personal about the Pistons and Isaiah Thomas and all that stuff. I think I know it, but I do know that he's curious about that because one of the dirty little secrets is that Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas have broken bread. They have talked. They've had civil conversations. And I would love to know if anything has changed since the last dance and if he has a different perspective of that team.
That's very interesting. I would love to know that. The whole ordeal between Magic and Isaiah never felt justified. They were two of the best players in their era. They always went head-to-head. It was always good competition. And I think the walk-off was, MJ takes everything personally, so I understand it. I think that's kind of where I'm going with it. I don't think it was ever personally fueled. I think it was heat of the moment. What happened, and MJ doesn't let that stuff go.
It was personal because the day before, Michael Jordan basically trashed the whole Pistons organization, bad for basketball. They changed rules because of him. So, yeah, it was personal, and it should be. I supported the walk-off. I'm like, get out of here, because this man dissed you. You don't have to pay him any respect. Screw him.
Fair enough.
I don't care who he is.
All right, Maddy, your foursome. Who you golfing with?
Ooh. I don't know. That's a good question. I wasn't prepared. How about
we pick a foursome for you?
I'm definitely golfing with Tiger Woods, because who doesn't want to do that? I am golfing with. What is wrong with you? I'm also golfing with. Gosh, this is tough. I think I would like to golf with one of the new Tigers. Let's golf with Torkelson. And I'll golf with Cade Cunningham.
All right, that's good.
That feels like fun.
Right. Because Cade Cunningham is kind of like.
Oh, no. I take it back. I'm so sorry.
Cade? Cade got cut?
No Cade. He got cut. Still golfing with Torkelson, but I'm golfing with Dylan Larkin instead. Can you stop stripping during my foursome?
If you don't golf with Cade Cunningham, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year.
That's okay.
Having a good time here at the Brass Rail.
He's a b-ball player.
Sorry, I used to be a stripper, Terry, before I worked here, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
What
private.
club?
Private.
Oh, you're not in the club.
I was for hire only. You'd have to DM me, send me the money. I'd show up to the house. I'd do the show.
Now, were you one of those dudes on the back pages of the Metro Times?
No, never advertised. I was the low-key good one,
Okay.
I never made it public. People knew who I was, and they would hire me to strip for them at their houses.
Now, how much would they pay for that?
$1,500 an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah. It's a lot of sex involved.
So why you here?
Hey, Adam, Kennedy wants you to know that she would golf with Tim Tebow and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and that's why me and Kennedy aren't friends anymore. That's that simple.
Yeah, I know Kennedy when this Tim Tebow thing is ridiculous.
Tim Tebow is one of the worst things to ever happen to the NFL, and nobody ever talks about it.
You're right.
We complain about Colin Kaepernick. We complain about all these guys. We don't complain about Tim Tebow? Huh? What? I don't know. Whatever. Society's so soft. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Terry. This guy couldn't even throw a football down the field.
Who?
Tim Tebow.
Oh, I know. He was
ass.
Speaking of guys that won because of a defense, here's what I like about Tim Tebow. He would put together a drive late in the fourth quarter to put him ahead like 15-13. And then the defense would hold out, and they look what Tim Tebow did. Yeah, he scored 15
He
damn
sucked
points.
in the first three quarters, but damn it, Terry, he completed 2 passes in the fourth that changed the game.
Right, and it would bounce off somebody's helmet.
I never
into
understood
someone's
the
hand.
Tim Tebow hype. Such a ass of a quarterback. Maddy, Tim Tebow was carried by defenses. What other, I would say, who else carries by, I would say, the best defense?
You know what?
My mind is gone right now. I have a guy pointing a camera at me, telling me to take off my clothes.
Listen, Guardian Alarm gets it. A good defense on and off the field helps you feel secure. Guardian Alarm has state-of-the-art technology that helps you feel safe, all with 24/7 local monitoring. Guardian Alarm also has convenient features that let you check in on your home, control lights and temperatures, detect smoke or carbon monoxide. It'll even let you lock and unlock your doors. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT today. That's right, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Guardian Alarm has been trusted for over 90 years at keeping families safe.
Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners of the Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice.
Hi, Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house.
Hello?
Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Win or lose, it's still a party downtown. Live from the Brass Rail and Music Hall Amphitheater, it's the Detroit home opener with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskins here. We're live at the Brass Rail. This is the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Adam is stripping as Joe Exotic. That's his new stripper name.
Hey, you know what? I'm about to piss him off again.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, hi, pal. Yesterday we talked about Cade Cunningham, and I said that we really don't know where the voting is going because no one has talked to.
Yeah, but you talked to some jackass. I can't take it seriously.
I've talked to 2 jackasses now.
And they deserve to get killed.
And that's why you're going to get pissed off. They brought up a common theme with Cade Cunningham. Turns the ball over too much and his bad first month. That seems to be the common theme, at least of the 2 people that I have talked to.
Can I educate these idiots that you spoke to?
Sure.
What are their first names, just so I can address them?
Adam Baydoun.
No, it's not Adam. There is a Vincent.
Vincent.
And there is.
You told us one yesterday.
And there's Tom.
All right, Vincent and Tom. I'm going to be very clear. Try to follow along.
You both have.
Cade Cunningham went into the season injured, hence the bad first month. Cade Cunningham, since that first month, the most dominant rookie, and it's not even close. Cade Cunningham, 25-5 games, 8 of them all of the rookie class, 7. Cade Cunningham will be the 10th rookie to average 17-5 in NBA history. And you're not going to award him Rookie of the Year because of 1 month, where I could argue Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes have all had similar months in terms of points and production. Oh, he turns the ball over too much, Terry. Excuse me. He is responsible for everything that happens for the Detroit Pistons. He has the ball in his hand every time, up and down the court. Yes, he's going to make mistakes. He's a rookie, you dumb fucks. He's a rookie. Rookies turn the ball over at a higher level than normal. He's not a 5-year vet. What are we doing? Turnovers. Turnovers with a rookie, Terry. That's what we're holding our hats on. Vincent and Tom can suck my dick.
We're comparing them all with rookies, so that last tirade doesn't count. But I will say this. He would turn the ball over more because of management of the game. He's responsible for running the team. He's responsible for bringing the ball up the floor. If you are a power forward, guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to turn the ball over. Now and then, yeah, you'll fumble the ball or whatever and mess up, but you're going to turn the ball over more if you're bringing the ball up and everything. And Cade Cunningham said something that was interesting, too, that he thinks he doesn't get the love because he's not fancy. He doesn't, dribble between his legs, and he doesn't do all these,
Well, not only that, he's not a high personality guy, right? He's not talking mad shit. He's not out there talking a big game. And look at here. I'm just going to go over his last 5 games. Evan Mobley, everybody, Rookie of the Year. 6 points, 3 rebounds. 9 points, 11 rebounds. 11 points, 8 rebounds. 13 points, 5 rebounds. 12 points, 11 rebounds. If I was 7 foot and I couldn't get 10 rebounds in a game, fire me. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. The dude's averaging 13 and 8, and I'm supposed to stroke him as the Rookie of the Year. Why? Because he plays on a really good team? Cade Cunningham it's the Rookie of the Year, Terry. It's not who's the best player on or the best rookie on a winning team. It's who is the best rookie. And the best rookie, no doubt, is Cade Cunningham. And it's not because I'm from Detroit. I could give a rip about the city and the Pistons right now. We're talking strictly who is the best rookie. It's no longer a conversation. Cade is doing things, Terry, none of these other guys are doing. And I don't know how else I can justify or explain it for people like Vincent and Tom to understand.
And there is a third name that I can't remember, but he wrote for The Athletic. He basically said the same thing. So it seems like everybody's got their same story in a row. But there's another thing that I got from these guys. They don't watch the Pistons play.
Yeah.
They're not on national TV. They're not relevant. So they are swept way under the rug. And I think that's what's hurting him.
So, again, we're talking about things that don't involve anything on the court. Oh. Yeah, thank you, Tim. We are not talking about anything that's related to on the court. We're talking about, oh, well, he's not being watched enough. Oh, well, it's your job as a writer. Keep up with the league. You have a vote on Rookie of the Year? Do your homework. Go see what the other rookies are doing. I can tell you from now, Jalen Suggs having a good year. Scotty Barnes, very good. Jalen Green, to his credit, has recovered from an awful start. Evan Mobley, consistent all season. Good for him. Nothing special. The one special player all season has been Cade Cunningham. And if you don't like it, I'm going to shove this bear up your ass, Tom and Vincent.
That's tiger.
Oh, is it a tiger?
It's a leopard, I think.
It's a leopard.
It's
you know
a cat.
how
I'm
hard
going
it
to
is to
shove
find
this
a tiger at a
leopard
store?
so far up your ass, you'll never vote for Rookie of the Year again. Vincent and Tom, congratulations.
All right. One other thing for you to address. It's not Rookie of the Month. It's not Rookie of April. It's not Rookie of March. It's Rookie of the Year. And they keep bringing up November.
Giannis is in the MVP race because of the last 2 weeks. What's changed? Somebody.
He's not going to win it.
I understand, but now he's being talked of as one of the top MVP frontrunners. He's only been dominant for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, but he also has an NBA title.
I get it, but the point is, to your point, why? Let's just both touch this thing right now. Why in God's name, Terry, are we bringing up 1 month when the other 4 or 5, he's been the best rookie hands down, no problem. He's been the best rookie for 5 of the 6 months, but he's not Rookie of the Year. How does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense. And this last part, I think this will piss you off more than anything. They acknowledge, you know what? He may have been the best rookie the last 3 months, which is the majority of the season, but he wasn't the best rookie in November. That, to me, is the weakest. Oh, you got your hair cut. That might be the weakest argument that I've heard. So.
Anyways.
You're shedding.
It's the most uncomfortable wig I've ever worn in my life.
You're
Can't do
welcome.
it.
How many wigs do you wear?
Well.
None, ever.
Okay.
Only when I strip. Only when I
that's
strip.
right.
Don't forget your new stripper name is Joe Exotic.
Yeah, look, again,
no, you do need a stripper name.
Strippers.
If I were to have a stripper name, it would be,
how about Furball?
I don't know. I got a headache, Terry, to be honest, from that wig. I'm starting to lose my mind.
Was it?
It wasn't the
from
wig.
The wig
it was pretty tight.
It wasn't from me. Did I give you the headache?
Oh, no, you don't give me headaches, Terry. You give me blood pressure problems. That's what
All
you give
right,
me.
cool. I'm doing my job.
Oh my gosh.
All right. By the way, we can't talk about Cade and Rookie of the Year without addressing 2 fan bases that I think deserve some love and recognition. Cleveland Cavalier fans and Toronto Raptor fans.
Right.
So from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. You have 2 very good rookies. They aren't the Rookie of the Year, though. And I'm not going to be nice about it. Excuse me. Sorry. This one is for Evan Mobley and all you Cleveland Cavaliers fans. And this one is for all you Toronto Raptors fans. Congratulations. You don't have the Rookie of the Year this year. It's not even a conversation.
Justin in the chat says that his stripper's name is Cinnamon.
I like that. I like that name.
I love it.
I can get used to it.
I'm going to start calling him that.
God gave you 2 hands for a reason. One for Cleveland and one for Toronto. And if you guys can't get with the program, these are going to stay up for the rest of the show.
You know what? They told me that you were bad, but I didn't believe it. But now that I'm up close and personal, you are super bad.
I'm not that bad.
Yes, you are.
Why?
Because you just gave everybody fingers. You
They
want to
deserve
kill
it.
You want to
Terry,
kill people.
Terry,
and
if
you want to
somebody
be a
weighs
dictator.
400 pounds, are they obese and fat?
They
And
are
you should address them as such.
They are
obese and fat.
They are a larger person.
No, they're
yes.
not. No, they're obese. They're medically challenged, and they probably have diabetes, and it's not good. It's not
Diabetes.
healthy. So no,
Diabetes.
it's not a good thing. I'm gonna address them that way because they need to get their lives together. So Cleveland fans, you're delusional. Evan Mobley's not the rookie of the year. He's a very good rookie. Toronto, Scotty Barnes is a very good rookie. But if you believe your rookies are the rookie of the year, I've got one here. And Terry?
And one there.
Maddy, we got to go to break. When we get back, we're going to wrap up the show. Tigers play at 1 o'clock. Big D Energy live at the Music Hall, 11 to 1. Bottom line, right back here, 2 to 4. Maddy, what do we got?
Please tell us about what we're going to drink later.
Oh, not later, right away. Gypsy
yeah.
Vodka, Michigan's
Heyo.
smoothest and best tasting vodka on the market.
Ooh-wee.
Try it out, Gypsy Vodka, ladies and gentlemen. What more can I say? Ask for it by the name of Gypsy. And if you're Maddy, you don't drink responsibly, but I have to say it anyways. Drink responsibly today. And if you don't, it's okay. I endorse it. YOLO.
What do you get when you mix fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken with our savory signature sauces? The best damn wings you've ever had. Wing Snob Traditional Wings. Try our Jamaican jerk or lemon pepper. And we toss them to perfection. When your wings are this good, it's easy to be a snob. Order online at wingsnob.com today. Wing Snob. We just have better wings.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Win or lose, it's still a party downtown. Live from the Brass Rail and Music Hall Amphitheater, it's the Detroit home opener with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. We are live at Brass Rail in downtown Detroit for opening day. Before we get started, hey Jeff, did you have a finger or two that you wanted to give Cade Cunningham haters? A finger or two that you wanted to give Cade Cunningham
Jeff is too nice. He's not going to do that.
show the people.
I'm a bad influence, as you can tell, Terry.
Not professional, but that's okay.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I
don't care.
All right.
I'm not in this business to be professional. I'm in this business to give my opinions, obviously. I'm here to entertain people, and I'm here to talk whatever I want to talk about. And if people don't like that I give them middle fingers, well, maybe they shouldn't have stupid opinions.
Okay.
That's it. Don't have a stupid opinion, you don't get a middle finger from me.
All right, cool. I respect that.
I'm not a complicated guy to work with.
Okay. Now, I want to bring something else up. Today is opening day.
Yep.
And for younger people, Maddie's age and Jazzy Jeff's age, they don't like baseball. Or they're not watching.
I love baseball. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying people like you. I didn't say you.
What are people like me? I don't know anybody like me.
How about people in your demographic are not watching baseball?
Maddy, how long have you been watching baseball?
My entire life.
How many brothers do you have? 3.
All right, I wanted to ask you two, why, if you like baseball, why do you like baseball? Because it seems like this is not on you guys' radar.
For baseball, I grew up loving baseball. My father was a big baseball fan, Lion Tigers fan. And I play baseball, so that's mine. That's why I can get away with watching all this. Like, for me, it's easy. Maddy's having a great time over there. That's awesome. Yeah, Terry, look, for me, I think the biggest issue baseball has in terms of a younger audience is the game is long. And in today's world, we consume media like this, 10, 15 seconds at a time. Hell, you're lucky to get 3 seconds of my attention. And even if you do, I'm on to the next thing. That's today's world. And baseball is a 3.5, 4 hour program that people just don't and cannot afford the time to just sit there and watch anymore. It's all changed, and if they really want to get the young kids more involved, Terry, there are a ton of things they can do, but I don't believe they can ever go away from the 9-inning game. I think that's very difficult.
But one of the things they want to bring up is a 14-second pitch clock. Is that that's too fast? It would be 14 seconds or 17 seconds with somebody on base. To me, that's way too quick, but it's something that they may experiment with this year in some of the off leagues and then talk about bringing it to Major League Baseball. Is that too dramatic?
I think it's too dramatic, but
I don't think it's dramatic at all. I mean,
you'd be okay with that?
Yeah, as someone who's pitched at a decent level, I need time to recoup. I need time to call off pitches. Like, if anything, are you limiting the amount of times I can step off the mound? Because if you're not, I'm going to have that clock in my head, and I'm just going to step off and get it right back on it and get another 14 seconds. Like, now, I can delay it if I want to.
You only get the extra 14 seconds if you 17 seconds if you throw to first base. 14 seconds, nobody on base. You got 14 seconds. You can stop. You can step off the mound, but that clock is still rolling.
I don't know how I feel about it. And what's the punishment?
Ball.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I don't even think it's necessarily the speed of the game that people aren't watching as much anymore, but I mean, you got to think the steroid era, right, was way more entertaining to watch. And so I think that, I mean, baseball's just not as good anymore. It's not as fun to watch because you're not seeing as much of these star players like Barry Bonds and all these hitters that are having crazy batting averages and can hit multiple home runs. And I mean, you still see it, but it's here and there. It's not.
You can make a point the steroid era kind of saved baseball because even back then, the 90s, people were, this is not my sport.
Right.
But then Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire came along, and then later Barry Bonds. Because Barry Bonds is like, they're getting all this attention, and all I'm doing is hitting 30 and stealing 30 bases, and you're ignoring me. I'm going to shoot up too.
Yep.
Or do the lotion or the cream.
Don't they shoot in your ass?
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
I'm just saying.
Show my ass on.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying they shoot those steroids in your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So was I supposed to drop my pants?
No, but you pointed here. I mean, that's where we do.
Well, no,
that's where we inject ourselves.
This is what I can show. I can't show my ass.
Why not? Is that a violation? I don't think it's a violation. Girls show their ass all the time. You have underwear on?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good, man.
All right.
But anyway, I think that turned away a lot of fans. I think they were like, oh, this isn't entertaining to watch anymore.
You know what? Yeah, we talk about how long the season is. I don't even think that's an issue. What baseball doesn't have, that hockey, that basketball, that football have, is at any moment the game can change.
Yeah.
Any moment. And it's more consistent, right? There's multiple lead changes throughout an NBA basketball game. You're committed. You're invested. Yeah. Cade Cunningham is on the court 38 minutes a game. I got to wait for Torkelson to bat, 8 guys to bat, and then it's back to Torkelson. And I got to go between innings where the Tigers are pitching. And then it's not star-driven. It's definitely not star-driven. And, yes, they have stars. They have Shohei Ohtani, which is great. But at the end of the day, you need more than just Shohei Ohtani, Acuna, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You need more than just hitters and pitchers, Terry. What you need moving forward is you need a game of baseball that is, I would say, take a page out of what the NFL did. It's so offensively driven now, right?
Right.
Maybe baseball needs to tell pitchers, or not tell pitchers, but put it in the favor of the batter, and maybe shorten to 7 innings. I'm not sure what the solution is, but you also have to talk about media coverage. MLB's not showing games and highlights on social media at the level that they could or should be doing. They're not streaming games on social media. They're not allowing locally. If you download, I don't know, if let's say you're on TikTok. If you're in Detroit today, we're allowing everybody to watch the game through TikTok. That's not happening.
Old fart mentality. That's what's going on. Let's say that Mike Trout is my favorite player, and I want to go, I'm going to see Mike Trout. I get to see him every 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
because I'm not paying attention to him when he's in the, in the outfield scratching his balls.
Yep.
But I want to see him in action, so I get to see that every 45 minutes to an hour. Let's say that you go to a basketball game and they say, you know what, Cade Cunningham, you can only play 5 minutes a game. I'd be like, damn, I want my money back. What's up with that? So baseball, in essence, that's what baseball is presenting to you. And you're right about the TikTok stuff and,
Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop.
I'm dying over here.
Well, we can go to break anyways.
Fasting is kicking my ass.
Super. We've got mailbag coming up, guys, so get your questions in the chat. But before we go, I need to tell you about Big Boy. They brought the Seafood Fest back. Terry loves it. What is it? The clam strips. Terry loves the clam strips.
I don't know if they have the clam strips anymore, but I loved them when they had them.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but Seafood Buffet goes until April 24th. Catch it while you can. They do have fish and chips, fish fry, popcorn shrimp, and pike perch. And don't forget, they are rolling out a new fish sandwich. It is available at all participating locations, so make sure you head over to Big Boy.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Ain't no party like a Detroit party. It's opening day live downtown with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. We're live at Brass Rail. It is opening day for our Detroit Tigers. But guess what time it is right now? It is mailbag time. So get your questions in the chat. Adam, do you see any that you want to start with?
Yeah, we'll start with Nick. Nick says, Adam, bringing back the Masters talk. Besides Tiger, who is your favorite to win the Masters after that first round? Ooh, it's a good one. To be honest, I think the guy that's going to win it isn't in the isn't in the lead right now, obviously. Joaquin Niemann looked really good to me. The fact that he played with Tiger Woods, Terry, like I said earlier, it wouldn't surprise me if that 23-year-old goes out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and puts together a good round of golf. But right now, for me, Nick, it's way too early. I need Friday to finish. I need today to finish. Let me see where the scoreboard's at, what players that we recognize are in the top 15, top 20, who's some guys that we're sleeping on. I would wait and ask that question tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, we'd have a show tomorrow. Sorry, Nick. Text me, Nick.
You can ask it by yourself when you're driving.
Yeah, I'm guys, you have to understand, I'm on zero sleep/food/water.
You're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
So I have sucked all week. I feel like I have not done a good job this week. So
No,
I just
you've
want to
been a real
formally apologize to everybody. I don't feel
Okay.
like I've done a good show all week.
You've
so.
done great.
No, I don't think I have.
Haters gonna hate. Anyways, next question. Which new lineup addition hits a home run first?
What,
The Detroit Tigers.
Torkelson.
This has to be a new?
Yeah.
Him or Baez really are the main. Oh, wait, what am I saying? Austin Meadows probably gets the
Is
first.
it going to snow today?
It's cold.
If it snows, it's got to be Miggy.
Speaking of which, we're giving this away.
Yeah,
And
we are.
I don't know if you guys have got on board with this yet, but we're giving this away. If you haven't already, go to our Twitter feed. It's a pinned tweet. Retweet it. Tag somebody you like. And make sure you're following Woodward Sports. And if you aren't following Woodward Sports already on Twitter, that's enough reason for me to give you these. So get your life together before I take a baseball bat and hit you in the head. Go follow Woodward Sports and win this Miguel Cabrera. I hope I don't break it. Fuck it.
Oh, well. We need to hit you in the head with a bat if you break
Somebody take me out of my misery. Hit me in the head with a bat. I have no problem with that. All right, what other questions do we have? Maddy?
What?
I'm asking.
Oh. Here's a good one. Lafayette or American?
I've never eaten at either.
Seriously?
Oh. Really? That doesn't surprise me.
I'm going Lafayette.
Lafayette on after 2 a.m.
There's a picture.
American, I know the owner, so I have to say American Coney Island.
Listen, there's a picture of me holding 2 giant bags of Coney dogs. You know those the butterfly wings over on Woodward?
Yes.
And there's a picture of me with my Coney dog bags
Oh, geez.
at 3 a.m. It's a good one.
The reason Lafayette is great after 2 a.m., you got to hit it one time. One time I was in there, it was about 2:30. A man and a woman walked in. Obviously, they had been to like a play or something. The guy had his little cheap suit on and a little tie on, and the woman had on bad makeup, but she had her cute little prom dress on. And so there's this drunk guy walking into a woman, he's look at the woman, you ain't cute at all. And so now the guy's offended. This is my woman. You talking about my woman is ugly. And so then the drunk guy turns to me and says, ain't she ugly? I said, dude, I'm not getting in this. She's beautiful to me. And so they get into it. They didn't throw conies at each other, but maybe a punch or two because you got it was a Will Smith. He didn't smack him, but he gave him a little piece of his mind and may hit him once or twice.
I don't mind it. Terry, they came out on ESPN with the players that wore the greatest numbers. Number 81, obviously Calvin Johnson. They actually awarded it to Terrell Owens. Do you have a problem with that? The greatest NFL player to wear number 81, Terrell Owens.
I don't have a problem with it because of where we are as a society. Terrell Owens was all about me. I love me some me. That's why Terrell Owens was, because that's what we like.
But you believe it's Calvin?
Calvin's better than Terrell Owens.
Yes,
yes,
right,
absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, we're on the same page then. Where are you guys pre-gaming today? Don't ask. Long story. I think Adam will be feeding the ducks by noon. I'll be being eaten by the ducks by noon.
I'm scared of ducks.
Are you?
Yes.
You're such a wimp.
Terrified.
You're such a wimp.
Why?
They're harmless.
When I was little, I was feeding. When I was little, I was feeding the ducks, and too many of them came over to me and they started like nipping at my fingers. I was petrified, and now I have PTSD.
Whose fault is that?
The ducks
Don't
for being
feed
fat.
The fat ducks.
Let me support Maddie on this one. I have a friend named Melissa, and she has an animal rescue.
You got a lot of friends.
I do. Well,
Good
you know, I got
for
a couple.
I don't have any.
One of her ducks is a jerk. You walk into the property, he doesn't know you. He starts nipping at your little ankles, and he's just. So I can understand. And the ducks, the bills. I don't know if the duck bill is kind of hard.
Have you ever kicked an animal?
No, I've not kicked an animal.
Just making sure. All right, what else do we got in the chat before we go? We got a minute. Let's see. Terry, Adam, and Terry. What do we got? I don't see anything. What are we doing here?
We literally got nothing.
You're killing me here.
You guys suck.
What are you guys doing this morning?
Well, maybe they're nervous.
No, they're just drinking already. They're
maybe.
drunk.
Maybe. Well, I've never had a Coney dog, by the way, in Detroit, so that is
All right,
the thing.
A Coney dog period or in Detroit?
Huh?
A Coney dog period?
Yeah, period.
Oh. Like, is there a reason? Oh my gosh, I was supposed to eat a PB&J today.
No, have you not eaten a Coney dog, or you just not been to American or
I've never
Lafayette?
been to either, and I need definition of a Coney dog.
A hot dog in a bun
Chili.
with chili and onions on it and mustard.
I mean, I've done that at home, but I've never gone out and eaten one.
Well, you need to. Because there's nothing like a Lafayette Coney dog at 2 a.m.
I'd be careful how you put your hands, Maddie. Just be careful.
Why? She's good.
It's a long story. It's a long story. You don't know what kids do these days with Photoshop, Terry.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, sure.
Guys, thank you so much. Hope you had a blast. We had so much fun with you this morning. Thanks for coming down. For everybody down there in the, I don't even know, a brass rail, drinking already. It's 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning. Jesus Christ, people are awesome. I hope all of you have a great day. Enjoy the Tigers game. Maddie, we need to talk later. Fish, you're an asshole. Alex, I hate you. Fish, you're a good dude.
And go Canada.
I called him Fish. God, I can't. I'm not doing great. Have a great day.
Bye.
Hope it's better than mine.
Love you, mean it.